you probably feel that dense, tense, intense energy today whenever this video finds you. So the thing about these days like the Lion's Gate 88 is that it doesn't really matter. Like it does have an effect today, of course. Numerology, astrology, all these things are so real in my heart, and maybe they are for you, maybe they aren't, but that's okay. This message probably still has something for you if you're feeling in resonance. The thing with this is that time and space are not real. So whenever you find videos like this, whatever you find really, it's at the perfect time for you. And so I think that that's the first thing that we need to talk about, is trusting that everything is in divine timing. The shit that you're going through right now, the hardships, the challenges, the confusion, the lack, the fear, the worry, it's all in divine timing. The more that you can start to remember the truth, this infinite abundance, unconditional love, the truth of who you are, the beingness, the awareness that you are, the more that you can start to bring that in to your human experience, the more you get to move through these lessons. I say lessons like that because I don't think there's someone up there being like, learn this lesson. It's just your karma. It's just what's in your field. And so as you continue to shift your field by integrating the truth of who you are, integrating high vibrational feelings, integrating what you truly want to feel and embody, then you will get to your chosen timeline quicker. And so that's the thing. Number one is divine timing is so real. And you might be being redirected right now, and it might be so uncomfortable, and shit might be hitting the fan, and there's chaos, but beautiful things are born from chaos. Beautiful things are born from chaos. So enjoy it. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but what I was talking about with a client yesterday is that you get to make your own reality. Bless you, Zima. You get to make your own reality. You get to make your own associations with your reality. No one has to know what a good time you're having inside here. You know, there might be so much chaos in the world, in your home, in your job, in your friendships, in your relationship, but it's okay to be okay. Sometimes I'll find myself in these settings with other people, and, you know, there'll be like tension and fighting and arguing and just, you know, conflict, ego, trauma, triggers. Is it my ladybug? I think so. And Rosa? Hi, babies. I'll say hi real quick. Hi, my honeys. And Rosa, these are the horses that we saved. Chaos, baby Chaos, is in Ladybug's belly because beautiful things are born from chaos, and it has been a bit of a chaotic journey arriving to this moment where I can say Ladybug is my horse. So, and the farm owners here, we're 50-50 on her, and it's such a beautiful experience to be a part of. I'll be in these situations where there's like just so much tense energy, and I'll find my center and I'll be like, wow, this is cool. Like, this is so interesting. I am a spiritual being having a human experience on this planet, and people are fighting over schedules. I don't know. And that's just an example. And like, you're like, wow. One time, my friend and I were going to a wedding in Flagstaff, Arizona. That's where I used to live for 4 years. Love Flag. We were there, and I said, let's play a game this weekend where you're an alien, or I'm an alien, and you have to explain to me how things on planet Earth work. And so he would explain to me, like, people go outside and they go to their mailbox. And in their mailbox, there's letters. And sometimes the letters are nice, and oftentimes they're asking for things and bills, and then there's money, and this is how money works on the planet. It's like you give money, and then you get something in return, and then you earn money for doing something. And so he's just explaining it to me. And it's so interesting to give yourself that kind of perspective on life, and to remember that this is a temporary experience, that you signed up to be here, that this is a gift, and that every single thing that is happening right now is happening for you. And so if you were just in this light, blissful, perfect timeline, you would have no contrast, you would have no chaos, you would have no new. And so all the stuff that's shaking up right now It's because it's creating this experience for you. I've talked about this example a lot, but there's the example of a projector shining light onto the screen, onto a movie screen. And if it was just the light, then it would just be light. You would watch no movie. But we need the shadows, we need the contrast, we need that part of it to actually witness the movie happening, to feel all the emotions, right? And to see everything and to get into it and to have this experience. And so we're that light, but we get to experience the contrast, to experience ourself, our true self. And so when you can remember that you're the light, getting to have this experience, and that at the end you go back to this light, infinite love, infinite abundance, unconditional love being, you don't really have to become so entangled in the chaos. You get to remember that you're not the chaos. You are the being experiencing the chaos, and you are the awareness of the chaos. That's you. And so the other thing that I want to mention, we talked a little bit about fear yesterday. And then my van friend who just left today, he showed me this video on Will Smith, and Will Smith was talking about skydiving and about how much fear can control our life. But really the message about fear that stood out the most to me is that on the other end of fear are the beautiful things that life has to offer us, that God has to offer us, that our soul chose for us. Fear is your guiding light. And so he's saying, he had all this excitement at first about, going skydiving, and then actually was going to bed and was like so scared, and his nervous system was so afraid and saying, why am I doing this? But because he committed to it with other friends, he still went through with it. Oftentimes we feel that, why am I doing this? And we just don't do it. But when you commit to something, you pay for it, you commit with other people, oftentimes you are more inclined to do it. And so he gets to the top in the airplane, he explains it in a really funny way, jumps out, obviously. And as soon as he jumps out, the fear is gone. So he's anticipating this thing with so much fear in his body, but then says, as he's falling in the sky, that it's the most blissful thing he's ever experienced in his entire life. That thing he was so afraid of was actually the best thing ever. And so there might be something in your life that you are so afraid of. We talked about this the other day too. It's like we fear our own potential. We don't realize it often. It takes a really deep level of awareness to realize what your subconscious beliefs are around the things that you want and how it's holding you back. So if we're fearing our potential, because our potential is unknown, because our potential means that, we're going to be seen, because our potential means that we're going to have a lot of responsibilities, whatever it is, you have to ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's going to be the hardest thing when I get everything that I want? When I get that chosen timeline, when I'm living in the dream house and the dream job and the dream relationship, what are my biggest problems? And then look at those problems, because the subconscious might be really latching onto those without you even realizing. And then creating scenarios in your nervous system why you shouldn't go for those things, just like how he was feeling with the skydiving the night before, like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I shouldn't do this, right? And so with awareness and commitment to yourself and commitment to accepting yourself and listening, you can start to see these things and then take action from a place of understanding your mind and understanding this human experience way more than you originally have. And so you can get everything that you want. You can live the life that you want. After he goes skydiving the first time, I'm assuming, I've never gone, I would, I'm assuming that the next time it's much easier, because his body would say, okay, I recognize this. I remember I was so scared, but I did it and it was the best thing ever. And so I'm going to be scared, but I'm going to do it again. That's the same thing with going after what you want in life. When you take that first big leap and then you realize, like, oh, this was great. This is soul aligned. This is what I truly wanted. I went after it. The universe supported me. It opened all these doors. It gave me the abundance. It allowed me to meet this person and that person and blah, blah, blah. It was meant to be. You can start to train your body and nervous system to know that it's safe to do it again and again and again and again. And it gets easier and easier and easier. And then soon, out of nowhere, you're living this timeline that feels true to you, that feels authentic to you. And so it just takes this commitment and this level of awareness and knowing that what you're going through right now is perfect. It is divinely created for you. And find your center in it so that you can enjoy it, so that you can be present in it, so that you cannot be attached to it. And you can know that it's all happening for you. And then understand that the fears that are coming up are probably your gateway out of this and into the next level, the next timeline, where you get to embrace all the things that you learned and gained in this chapter, in this season, in this chaos. Beautiful things are born from chaos. So I'm really, really happy about this message. I'm excited for all the beautiful things that will be born from today, from this portal of 8/8, Lionsgate, from this portal of the time that you're watching this video, because it's divinely timed that you're here right now with me. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here, leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you don't know what to say, you can say, "Long live Ladybug and her friends and family." So happy. I'm actually gonna go ride Ladybug right now. We have a group coming, a couple coming. So we're going on a sunset ride with them. That will be really, really nice. And then, oh my gosh, I did so many things today, so much labor. But that's the thing, is that I was realizing I missed a lot. I've been on the computer for years and years and years. So I did a lot of labor work, moved a lot of shit out of this shed. I really cleaned up the area where my van is. We're making it really nice. We're gonna turn that into an actual outdoor shower. Right now I have like one of those solar bags. If you don't know, I live in my van on this horse farm in Italy with my dog. And I'm maybe adopting this cat named Duchess. She lives in my van right now. Still figuring out if she likes me or not, or if she's just using me for food. And then I did a lot of updates to the van too, but I started doing the tiles on the van and I didn't have enough, and so it's halfway done, but I did some other things in there and it's looking so nice and so cozy. And even though my candle that I ordered smells like a dude's armpit, it's a little bit better when it's like on fire. And so I've been lighting that in the evening. I've been really finding my center again, because I was in the chaos for a while, the chaos of life, of the farm, of all these different things. And I was like, you know what, I need to come back to my truth. And the things that I love, the things that bring me joy and curiosity, which are your breadcrumbs to creating the life of your dreams, are, you know, evening rituals, getting centered, talking with my angels and guides, having a candle going, making a nice healthy meal, reading a book, doing some oracle cards. Like, these things I love. And these things I kind of lost touch with in the traveling and all this. So I've been making an effort to make my home really homey and to make it really aesthetic, even though on the outside. And then it should be driving in about a month. It's still not driving at the moment. I think it's a gearbox, maybe. I don't know. But someone's coming here that can hopefully fix it. So we shall see. With all that being said, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate you. I love doing this. This is my chosen timeline. I love making these videos. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.